The main exercise that you're going to be practicing with Isla inside is what we call the place patterning exercise. It's really easy, or just simple. The point of it is to get you used to using the e-collar, get you used to using the leash, kind of figure out your handling skills, giving treats while you're holding the e-collar, while you're holding the leash, your timing, your marker words, and then finding ways to challenge her inside and ensuring that she understands everything that you're asking of her and she can do it with you in little simple scenarios with nothing much going on, so that when you go outside and you're doing it in bigger situations, you know that she knows it, and you can know kind of how to enforce it, and you've practiced it, and you have a little bit better idea of how to handle her, how to use the e-collar, how to use food rewards, your timing and all that stuff. So all it's gonna look like is we're just gonna be having her go back and forth from her bed. We're gonna be having her do some down stays, some sit stays, pet her on the head, walking around, stuff like that. Start with her in her bed or blanket or whatever. And every time that I give her a command, I'm gonna tap on the e-collar. This isn't forever. You'll do this for a couple weeks, a month when she first comes back, so that you are getting used to using the e-collar. You're getting used to seeing what level she works at, and she's getting used to feeling the sensation of it paired with commands from you. So what it's gonna look like is we're gonna release her, and her release word with no treats is break, tap the e-collar. Good girl. Because she tends to anticipate stuff, I wanna have her wait before she goes into bed. So I might ask for a sit, good girl, before she goes to her bed. She lays down, that's fine, I don't mind. Make sure she can stay. She's not anticipating going to her bed just because we're next to it. And then I'll have her place and send her to her bed. And she should lie down when she goes to her bed too. I would start this on leash, just because, again, she gets distracted and you don't want her to get confused and wander off. You want to be able to show her pretty quickly what you want. After a couple weeks, or after she's shown that she's really good with consistency with you, you can drop the leash, have her drag it, so you have it as needed, and then you can just take it off, But when you're in challenging situations again, like guests come in, something like that, you'll want to have it on her again, just so that you have a way to enforce her doing certain things and helping her out if she gets stuck or she gets confused or she gets too excited. I would also recommend having a tether set up when you're doing duration place, like you're in your room studying and she's studying too, she's practicing place. You can have her tethered so that if she gets up, you can be at your desk and say, hey, nope, place, and give her a tap on the e-collar, and not have to have her get up and come to you and need a bunch of resetting and a bunch of walking around and stuff. Break. Good. Sit. Good girl. Down. That's fine. You can also practice your marker words, right? So again, good. She's staying in one spot. I'm going to bring the treat to her. You can practice food near her. She can't get up and get it. Good. It's going to come to her. You can practice walking around her. Dropping the leash and moving away. Good. Because she tends to anticipate getting up a lot, I don't necessarily want to be doing a lot of YES as a release and getting her all excited. But I do want to practice that too, because it's useful when we're outside working with dogs to have a very enthusiastic marker for her to come to us and get her reward. So I might not use it with down or place, but I might use it like if she's up, break, and I do, and I ask for her attention, right? Go, Isla, yes. All right, that's when I might use yes when we're inside practicing. Isla, yes. Yes. Or for a little recall practice. Isla, come. Yes. Great girl. Good. And I would use your kibble for this. I'm using your dinner. Save the high value treats for when you're outside doing stuff, with distractions. But inside, no guests over, nothing going on, not a big deal. Use your kibble. Isla, come. Good girl. Good. Good. All right, so this is a good place to practice just all her little cues. Good girl. Isla, down. Good. I would get up and knock on the door, open the door, She stays good, come back to her, give her a treat. She gets up, nope, come back and reset her. What'll be a good challenge for her in your house in the week before you go is to have like your other family members' dogs walking back and forth while she's in place. Like, don't let them come and harass her, it's not really fair. But you can practice having them move around and still enforcing to stay with her. Good. I'm having her break. I'm practicing lots of sits and petting. Isla, sit. Good. Right, I'm gonna pet her. Good girl. Good. Stand back up. Expect her to stay sitting. Good. Or lay down. I don't really care if she lays down. Good. Good, good, good. Stand back up. Break. Right, and we don't want that jumping. So she's working on sitting and staying for pets. Sit down. If you notice she's scratching a lot, go down a couple levels in the collar. I also don't like to allow that much scratching because a lot of dogs will start to default into I'm confused, or I don't want to do this, or like it made a sensation, I'm just gonna scratch. And then you'll have this routine of they're just always stopping to scratch. So I don't mind her scratching, but if she keeps doing it, be like, hey, come on, you're fine. Let's go. Good girl. I let sit. Good. I lay down. Good girl. Good. Just that. Just going back and forth. Do some reps without food too. Gotta used to working when she doesn't have when she's a little bit bored, you know. Nope. Down. Nope. Down. Good. Good girl. Good dog. That's a good dog. I have a place. Good girl. Easy as that.